half on the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, August 4th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Thursday morning, 4th of August, 2016. Here are your news and odds. Top story at 8:46 on this Thursday morning is Republicans are freaking out about Donald Trump, but the candidate himself is insisting the campaign has never been in better shape. Police officers on Thursday at the site of a knife attack that took place in the night before the Russell Square at Central London Park. White House says $40 million of the rent was not ransom payment. Police cited a serial killer for Phoenix, Arizona, for the string of crimes that ended in mid-June when he ambushed fatally shot 2 women and a 12-year-old girl in the driveway. Capital Afghanistan and rocked hit a van carried out American tourists and others in western Afghanistan Thursday, according to local officials. Dubai International Airport is just one of two runways in operation on Thursday, disrupted international traffic in one of the world's busiest airports for a second day after Emirates Airlines plane caught fire upon landing there. Saudi Arabia has agreed to repatriate thousands of Indian laborers who have been stranded in its desert kingdom after being laid off by crash-strapped construction companies hit by a sharply falling global oil prices. Dhaka police in Bangladesh have big to court on Thursday 2 men and others suspected there. Involvement in an attack claimed by a militant group Islamic State on a cafe in the capital Dhaka that killed 20 hostages, mostly foreigners. A German man jailed after joining and later fleeing the terror group ISIS in Syria. Said an organizer for the group was more focused on planning terror attacks in European cities than his joining the battle in Syria. Aleppo, Syria. Syrian forces have bombed 6 hospitals in Iran. Aleppo this weekend, making it the worst week for attacks on the medical facilities in the country since 2011. Rio de Janeiro, riot fire, police fire, tear gas, and protesters gathered up along the pathway. The Olympic torch relay has arrived in Rio de Janeiro. The citizens to North Korea are having trouble sending remittances due to international sanctions. City police, Hurricane made landfall
Thursday as chemical winds storm in Belize with maximum sustained winds reaching 80 miles an hour. And in Seoul, North Korean officials have been paying creation fees to brokers as Pyongyang faces mounting obstacles to exporting low-cost labor.
And now, the latest on Trump Storm Earl, it is now a Tropical storm with 65 mile winds with a center location 17.3 to the north, 89.5 on the west. Movement west at 15 miles an hour. Funeral set for teenage girls slain in Atlanta suburbs that detected on Tuesday were coming from video from mobile cameras and open to hear from possible witness near a grocery store in Roswell, Georgia in the pre-dawn hours. The search continues for a civilian helicopter in a Mississippi swampy area of South Louisiana. Ivy Parish Sheriff Louis Cal has told local news outlets that the helicopter was believed to have crashed Wednesday evening at the Jaffa Basin, south of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Loyola nightclub, where 49 people were massacred with the worst mass shootings by the U.S. history, should be preserved in its place to honor lives, the city's mayor said. Washington, former U.S. Representative Steve Lotran of Republican Ohio, known for his modern brand of politics, says, passed away at the age of 62 from pancreatic cancer. Gary, Indiana, a woman wearing the traditional Muslim dress of a hijab and a niqab was asked to move or leave a store in Indiana, she said. Mark Carney unveiled an expansion package of stimulus, including the make of England's first interest rate cut in 7 years as policymakers slashed growth forecast by the most ever after the Britain's decision to leave the European Union. The number of Americans filed applications for unemployment benefits rose last week to a level that still underscores health in the labor market. A prototype trend elevated bus, which is 82 feet long and 26 feet wide, is going for a test run in the Chinese city of Qinghangno on Tuesday. Stocks tick higher. The British pound fell sharply. Gilt yields touched 2 lows, and the Bank of England announced an expensive package of stimulus measures to revive the UK. Oklahoma City, struggling USCL player Chesapeake Energy Center reported loss in the second quarter by reduced step by more than $1 billion. Washington, 5 straight quarters of economic decline and oil-rich Russia are said to have spillover effect on the economies of its neighbors and data review finds. South Switzerland, in part because of lower maintenance expenses. Offshore rig company Transocean Center was able to post a gain in the net income for a second quarter. St. Paul, Minnesota, environmental groups in the U.S. Midwest claimed to win after an investment deal decision by pipeline company Enbridge likely would on a commercial oil project. Oklahoma City reported about the net loss for the second quarter and declining output U.S. shale player. Continental Resources released its forecast for production. Palo Alto, California, Tesla Motors Incorporated reports a nearly $300 million loss in the second quarter, latest month in the electric car maker. The Dow 18,355, SP 500 2163.79, and Nasdaq 5,159.74. That space probe lasted 2 years longer than the most recent lunar rover, a survey mission that went to in May 1973. Last year was bad for the global warming. 2015 set frenzy for the climate records. It was being able to significantly in the field of health and set out 3.7 million people to inform them of a cyber attack that may have been compromised patient information, the company official said Wednesday.
Led to head in Costa Rica.
Boston officials for the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families say a 4-month-old who was found unresponsive in a little homeless shelter was last year died of natural causes. The Boston Globe reports that the DCS findings were based on an investigation into the September 2015 death of Charles Brand III, as well as a medical examiner's review. Brand was pronounced dead at Massachusetts Hospital less than 24 hours after he was found not breathing at the shelter. Favorite Massachusetts, a 55-year-old Massachusetts woman is sued in the Boston Arkansas, a former teacher at a Catholic high school in Fairmount over claims of sexual abuse dating back to the 1970s. Peter Channel News Time is 8:55. Time for sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox fall to the Seattle Mariners 3-1, and now they're out of the wild card picture because they're half game behind the Detroit Tigers for the final wild card spot in the American League. Opening ceremony Olympic Games after the Patriot Sports. The expected reveal this year should be no different.
The fate and loss of documentation may rely upon the callous of Rich Hill's middle finger as time ticks away and Clint Kershaw, the front office grumbles on solutions. The health and Hill become imperative. Brent Fireman, no stranger to the promoters like this, the rugged country boy image continues to extend his brand name with a corridor of Square Sports, a global sport social network. Members of the Argentina's Olympic team has agreed that a troupe of Brazilian dancers at the arrived at their welcome ceremony held at the Athletes' Village. The International Olympic Committee today agreed to add basketball, softball, karate, skateboard, sports climbing, and 7 to the sports program at Olympic Games 2020 Tokyo. The decision by 120 IOC session of Rio de Janeiro. Her career has spent more than a quarter century, including 7 Olympic Games. The first Olympics was in Barcelona 1992. More than 11,000 Olympic athletes will compete in the first edition of the Olympic Games being held in South America. There will be 42 Olympic sport disciplines with 3 or 6 events over the course of 19 days of competition. Peter Chell News Arms, L 856 on this. Thursday morning, it's time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Whee! Let's study off on the MBTA. Where the ferries they are looking good on the commuter rail, looking good on the subway. It's Red Line, Braintree, Branson, Pearson, Modern Southbound delays through a single problem at JFK UMass Station, and take a look at the highways and byways. Where highways and byways of New York City are slow go. And Merritt Parkway to southbound side, so from Fairfield all the way to Stamford, and Merritt Parkway to northbound side is back to the Bridgeport stretch. 95 of the southbound side is back to Fairfield all the way at the Greenwich, and 95 of the northbound side is back to New Rochelle from 287 all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. 95 of the northbound side is back to New Haven stretch. 84 out of the westbound side is back to Newtown down to Denbury. Route 8 is the southbound side, Lewis and Naugatuck. 84 eastbound side is back to after Route 8 in Waterbury. 91 of the northbound side, Lewis and Middletown. 91 on the southbound side, Lewis on Hartford stretch. 84 westbound side, Lewis on Hartford stretch. Route 2 on westbound side, Lewis before I-84 downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side is back to 57 to 291 in Springfield. 291 on the southbound side, Lewis after Route 90. 291 in its laughter. The Mass Bank out in Chicopee, out in Rhode Island, and Central New England. Mass Bank to the westbound side of Lowell, Charlton stretch. 290 eastbound side of Lowell before Route 9 in Worcester. 95 to the northbound side of Lowell from Work all the way after Route 10 in Crescent. Route 10 in the southbound side is back there from 6 to 95 in Crescent. 146 to the southbound side. It is so from 50 to 95 downtown Providence. 95 to the southbound side is so from Connecticut to 146 in Providence. 95 is backed up from the northbound side from Route 1 in Sherwood all the way to Route 128 Canton. 24 to the northbound side is backed up from 139 Stoughton all the way to Route 128 Canton. Route 3 to the northbound side is backed up from Derby Street and Hague all the way to the Braintree Split. 495 on the northbound side, also for the Mass Bank out in Westboro. 7 Expressway backed up from Boston to Braintree on both ends. 120 is backed up from the Split all the way out to 24. 120 on the southbound side, it is backed up from Litchfield all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley. And it's backed up on both ends on Wakefield all the way out to Route 38 in Woburn. Mass back in the eastbound side, it is so from Western all the way out to Newton. Mass back to the westbound side, it is so for the Newton stretch. 93 to the southbound side, it is so from Medford all the way out to the Zinke Bridge. 93 to the northbound side, a little so from 128 out of Reading. Route 2 to the westbound side, a little so to Lexington stretch. Route 2 to the eastbound side, a little so from Arlington all the way to the Belmont. 485 to the southbound side, is backed up before 290 out in Marlborough. 485 to the northbound side, is backed up at Route 2 in Lowellton, and 485 is slow after at Route 3 in Lowell. 485 is southbound side, also at 93 in Lawrence. Route 3 to the southbound side is backed up to Route 3. 485 out of Lowell. Route 3 at the northbound side, it is backed up at the Nashua stretch. 295 at the southbound side, also after Route 1 in Brunswick, Maine. Maine turnback, it is backed up after Route 285 at Augusta. 95 at the southbound side, also at Pembroke, Maine, and 89. 91 at the southbound side, also after Canadian War up in Vermont. Peter Chell News Time, exactly 9 a.m. on this Thursday morning. It's time now for a weather report. And it is going to turn out to be another beautiful day in the weather department. 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, sun's got about 84 degrees. Light and purple. Wind becoming 7 5, 8 miles in the afternoon. For tonight, areas of fog. After 3 a.m. most coast come at 54 degrees. Southward about 6 miles coming in the evening. For Friday, areas of fog before 8 a.m. west. Sun's got about 84 degrees. Coming southward 5 to 8 miles in the morning. Friday night, slight change in showers after 3 a.m. Hot gust about 64 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour. Chance of is 20%. Saturday. Check the showers and thus mostly cutting podcasts of 85 about 65 degrees. Southwest about 7 to 9 miles an hour. Chance is 30%. For Sunday, Sunday most coast got 85 about 61 degrees. For Monday, Sunday most coast got 82 about 60 degrees. For Tuesday, Sunday most coast got 86 about 63 degrees. And for Wednesday, most coast got about 88 degrees. Curry and not near it is. Clear skies and it's 69 degrees. Humidity is 7%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this August the 4th, 2069 on Thursday. I'm Peter Evans. Good morning, a good positive day to all. So you have 12 noon for a noontime report. Have a good morning.